This video is brought to you by Ridge Wallet, a slim front pocket wallet available in carbon fiber and titanium. With more than 250,000 sold, a lifetime guarantee and free shipping, get 10% off with the code GOLDFISH at ridgewallet.com. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another Instant Deck Tech. So as you know, Wednesday means it's Wildcard Wednesday here in Instant Deck Tech land, and we got a pretty wild Pauper deck to look at today. So this isn't a crazy combo deck, it's really just like a good green-black stuff deck. It's green-black Morbid, I guess. It's got some sweet Morbid synergies thrown in. But I love this deck for one very specific reason. And if you ever watch playing Pauper, you know that we lose to Delver of Secrets a lot. It feels like most of our decks can beat non-Delver decks, but then we get crushed by Delver like every time, no matter what we're playing. Well, this deck seems like it is designed to be the Delver Assassin. It has so many good cards in the main deck, specifically to just stick it to Delver. So if you're sick of getting run over by 1-mana 3/2 flyers and all the annoying Delver stuff, this might be a good option for going to battle in the Pauper format. And it comes to us from Skara, who took it to a 5-0 finish in a Pauper League on Magic Online. So congrats to Skara on a really sweet deck. A quick reminder before we break down Green-Black Morbid for Pauper. If you enjoy this deck and you want to see it made into videos, take a minute, click the like button, the subscribe button, leave a comment, anything you can do to support your deck, because whichever deck is most popular gets a shot at being made into videos next week. So Green-Black Morbid, let's start off with the reason that I like this deck so much, and that is Leaf Crown Dryad and Penumbra Spider, which are just like some of the best anti-Delver cards in the Pauper format. Leaf Crown Dryad, not an exciting card, a 2-mana 2/2 with reach, although if you get a bunch of mana you can bestow it on something else as an aura, giving that creature +2/+2 in reach. But if you think about Delver of Secrets, this is a great efficient way to just take down a Delver. Penumbra Spider just stonewalls Delver of Secrets in essentially like every flyer in the Pauper format. Even better, it does it twice, because once it dies, you get to get the 2/4 black spider creature token with reach. So these cards just shut down the attackers in the air, and if they aren't enough, we even have Spider Silk Armor, which essentially just turns all of our creatures into spiders. They get +0/+1 and have reach, so any of our things can block those annoying Delvers and Muldrifters and Spirit tokens or whatever flyers are troubling you in the Pauper format. Otherwise, we get some good removal creatures. Fume Spitter, kind of another Delver answer. They play Delver on turn 1, you play Fume Spitter, sack Fume Spitter, kill the Delver of Secrets, but it's also a good way to trigger Morbid, which is important to our deck. Crypt Rat's kind of like our Pauper Wrath on a body. Like, it's expensive, it does kill a bunch of things and deal damage though, so if you need to sweep away a bunch of cheap creatures, it is a good option. And then Wickerburr Elder, just kind of a main deck card for Affinity, Tron, other decks with lots of artifacts, and a reasonable body. Then we have Nest Invader, which is one of our best Morbid activators. So comes down, makes an Eldrazi spawn token, which we can sacrifice to ramp or just to trigger Morbid. The ramping is relevant, getting us into like our Penumbra Spider turn early, pretty helpful. Then we have kind of our big beatdown creatures, including one of our best Morbid payoffs, which is Wake Dancer. So Wake Dancer probably doesn't jump off the page as a busted card, but remember, we're playing Pauper. It's only common, so a 3-mana 2/2 that makes a 2/2 when it enters the battlefield, assuming we can trigger Morbid, but remember, we have Nest Invader, we have Fume Spitter, we got ways to do it. Then we are getting a ton of value. That's a lot of power and toughness for a 3-mana play in Pauper, and then Putrid Release just gives us a massive beating 2-drop, pumping into a 4/4 for 2 mana. Yeah, we gotta pay life, but still, it's hard to block, because if our opponent blocks, we can mess up the blocks with the pumping. If they don't block, we can pump to deal more damage. So a really great 2-drop threat. Then we have Thorn in the Black Rose, which is a little weird, but it's basically our card advantage engine. Comes down, makes us a Monarch. The body's not great, but with all of our good blockers for ground creatures and flyers, most likely we're going to keep the crown and just draw an extra card every turn for a bunch of turns, which hopefully puts the game away with card advantage. Then we have our actual removal. So the other big main deck Morbid payoff, Tragic Slip, kills little things like Delver if we don't have Morbid. If we do have Morbid, it kills any threat in the Pauper format. Just kills it all for 1 mana, so a great deal. Disfigure, also for early game creatures. Doomblade hits most of anything, and then Echoing Decay if we gotta deal with a board full of tokens or something. Chainer's Edict to deal with boggles and other things that our targeted removal can't hit. Knight's Whisper gives us some card advantage. Pulse and Marasa gains a bit of life, lets us get back like a Crypt Rats or a Fume Spitter that sacrifices itself from the graveyard. In the mana base, bunch of Pauper duels, a bunch of cycling lands, well, a couple of cycling lands, and some basic lands. As far as the sideboard, we get Duress for control and combo, Nile Spellbomb for the graveyard decks, Choking Sands as a way to deal with Tron lands, or any lands really, but primarily Tron lands, Serene Heart for boggles and other enchantment decks, Chainer's Edict to get rid of creatures, Pulse of Marasa, more life gain and grindy value and control matchups, Wickerburrow Elder for artifacts and enchantments, and that is green-black Delver-hating Morbid for Pauper. And that's been our instant deck tech for today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.